Hello, my name is Alan. I'm the Mind Alchemist. I am a hypnotist, I'm an energy healer, and I'm a coach. So today I wanted to talk about nonverbals, how to work with people who are nonverbal. The nonverbals are, for example, autistic children, uh, people who are bedridden in a coma or in a hospital who cannot communicate properly. They might have had just an accident and they're unable to stay awake long enough for a session. So when that happens, we could always use what they call a surrogate for the for the session. And I apologize about my cough, but just getting over it. So when I work with a surrogate, usually it's someone who a loved one, someone who either a parent or a spouse or someone who really cares about the person who's nonverbal and doesn't know how to help them. So when I take them into a session, I will work with that person, the parent or the spouse, the surrogate, and I will take that person into trance. And while in trance, I will ask their unconscious mind, I will ask them if we are allowed to connect with the person who we can't talk to. And so, before I go any further, let me explain three levels of mind that I work with. One is the conscious level, which is that level right now, which is you looking at me in the camera. You're seeing, hearing, feeling the energy of what's going on, and you're recording it. It's just a recording process at a conscious level. That information goes into the subconscious level, which is a data bank of every experience, everything you've ever lived or had in your life. And then there's the superconscious, which is all that space that connects all of us. Some people call it God's source, or some people call it the universe. But when I connect with superconscious, I know that if there's no answer within you, I could get the answer from outside you just by asking superconscious to get it for us. And so, what happens during a session is that first I take you into a trance. You will close your eyes, you'll hear and everything I say, you'll remember everything I say. And at a certain point, I will ask the question, can we connect to the person who needs help? If the surrogate gets a yes for me, then I will use them to ask the questions of the person who needs help. So I may ask questions such as, is this issue needed? Yes or no? Is the issue created to punish or harm the person? Yes or no? Is this issue created as a protection? Yes or no? And I will go through 150 or so questions. I will even ask, um, is this person using this as an excuse not to get better? Yes or no? Whatever comes to my mind, I could ask because superconscious will always give me an answer, yes or no. But what's really important is that as I do get the answers, what do I do with the answer? I could say, superconscious, if this was intended to harm the person, can we release it? Yes or no? And I always will get a yes. I'll negotiate to a yes. Was this issue created to protect the person? It was. Do they still need the protection? No. So please release the protection. Are they getting benefits or secondary benefits from having this issue? Yes or no? Oh, it is. So can we please bring them something better without having this issue? Could you please release the benefits? And even the habit of having this issue, when you're in bed for a while, you kind of like that everything's done for you, maybe. I'm just saying. But if they're getting benefits from having the habit, they'll always act a certain way. They'll have words of ownership. I am always sick, for example. And we could release those habits. We could ask superconscious, could you release the habit of having this issue? Yes or no? So if so, please do it in the most appropriate way. Do everything that's necessary for the person. And that's really the gist of working with a surrogate. At the end of the session, I will disconnect both the surrogate and the person who we're working on. I'll thank the superconscious for their work, the angels, the archangels, and whoever else participated in the session, and we wrap it up. Generally takes an hour to 2 hours for our first session, and that's because the surrogate has to be prepped in advance to the level where they are able to give me the yes and no responses. So a couple things just before I wrap up. How do I get yes or no responses? So I ask to see their hands, their fingers. If it's a yes, they'll volunteer a yes finger, it'll come up. Then I'll ask the body to volunteer a no finger, and another finger might come up, or a thumb, or whatever it is for that person. And once we establish the yes and no, that person will hear everything I say. They'll remember everything I say. But I'm talking right now to the superconscious and to the person who's nonverbal. I have done this successfully with horses, with dogs, with children, with people in hospitals. So if you have any questions, give me a call. My name is Alan. I'm the Mind Alchemist, and I'm here to help you with whatever's going on in your life to have a better life in general. So anyways, thank you very much and have a great day.